sure you give us a call. We are here today. We are going to make Cholent and Kishke live on Facebook, okay? Food for Shabbat has to be made before Shabbat. We don't do any creative activity on Shabbat, including, but not limited to, cooking. So therefore, everything has to be made before Shabbat. So, traditionally, people make Cholent on Shabbos, and what they do is they put everything in a crock pot, and it cooks slowly over the whole Shabbat, and it's delicious. So, I'm gonna give you my shot. If you like it, great. If you don't, I take no responsibility. Okay, here we go. And I have my assistants. Mayor is here. He didn't want to wear an apron, and Chaya is all set. Chaya, you gonna stand with next to Tanvi? Okay. So the first thing we have to do is we're going to cut our potatoes. I like to use 5 potatoes for a small cholent. Okay, we're gonna cut it into cubes. Okay. Maybe turn on the light bulb. We're going to cut it into cubes. That way, it'll cook faster and more evenly. And then when you open the cholent on Shabbos, you won't have to worry about cutting the potatoes. Okay. You can stand on the stool. Okay. All right. You stand right here. All right. We're going to put it in a pot. We're going to cook it a little bit before Shabbos. Okay, here we go. Alright, here we go. Keep cutting those potatoes. Hope you can see on Facebook. Alright, it's pretty simple. You get a big knife, it goes a little quicker. That's the life hack right there. Big knife makes it go a little quicker. Alright, I'm not an exacting person. Okay? My assistants are having some qualms about who goes where. Sorting it out. Okay, here we go. We're going to put all the potatoes in the pot, right, Mayor? Yeah? Okay. We're going to cook it a little bit, right? Okay. Okay. Now, after we cut the potatoes, some people like to put beans in their cholent. I used to put beans in my cholent many years ago, but I don't do it anymore. So, no lentils. This is going to be a potato cholent, okay? So I'm of the philosophy less is more. So we're going to do just potatoes and barley. Guys, you're sticking around for a minute. It's going to take a couple minutes, but we're going to try to do this quick as possible. Mayor doesn't like barley. He just likes the potatoes part of his cholent, right? Kids who like cholent, believe it or not. They like the potatoes especially. So put a lot of potatoes if you're going to do it for your family because they like potatoes. Okay. It's clean, that's right. We cleaned all our cholent pots before we started. Right? Okay, almost done. Last bit of potatoes. Okay, there we go. You put it in and
explain why you're cooking it before.
I did. Okay, next we're going to do barley. Okay? So for some reason, we're very organized. We have it all in this thing here. It usually comes in a bag. Oh, here, what you doing? Okay. And I like to do about a cup of barley, okay? More or less, doesn't have to be that exact. Put it in your pot. We're going to fill up the pot with water. Make sure it's covered, because it's going to boil. We're going to cook it about halfway. About a quarter to a halfway, we're going to cook this potatoes and barley, okay? So that way, on Shabbat, before Shabbat really, it'll be edible. This food that you're going to cook on Shabbat should be edible, which is usually about halfway cooked before Shabbat. Okay, here we go. Put it on the stove. Okay, we're going to boil it, and that's going to simmer for a while. Okay, now before we get back to the cholent, we're going to start our kishke. Kishke is, we're going to make a vegetable kishke. We're going to put it inside the cholent. It's going to cook inside the cholent, and it's really delicious. The cholent is what makes the kishke. So here we go. Some people like to put carrots in their kishke. I like carrots. Some people also like to put celery in their kishke. I don't like celery, so I put 4 carrots instead of 2 celeries. So, and 2 carrots. I put 4 carrots. All right, that's just the way I like it. If you like celery, you could do celery, right, Mayor? Okay. You like what? You like kishke? What do you like about it, Mayor? What do you like, Mayor? Just cholent and kishke? Okay. Now for this, we're going to need our food processor. Okay. All right? We're going to stick it in the food processor, and we're going to slice it up. And we're not going to slice it. We're going to make it into, I forget the other way it's called, not the opposite of slicing. Somebody in the comments can remind me, what's the food processor thing that's not slicing?
Shredding.
Shredding. There we go. Shredding. Okay. Next is the onion. Very important. We're going to put an onion in the kishke. Okay. Alright, make sure you take off the peel on the onion. Sorry about the mess, everybody, but this is how Erev Shabbos looks in our house. Things get pretty messy, but we clean before. You guys are going to help clean for Shabbos? Okay. Meir Chayo, what are we making the tsholnt for? We're making it for Friday, or we're making it for another different day? What day do we eat the tsholnt? On Shabbos. Great job, Chayo. On Shabbos. What do we do on Shabbos? We have a, what? What do we do? We eat a Shabbos meal? What do we do on a Shabbos meal here?
Potatoes.
We eat potatoes? What else do we do? Hold on a second. We're going to put it into the food processor. Okay, hold on. Make sure you don't hurt yourself when you're using machinery that slices things. Or shreds things. Oh. Okay. Now we're going to take our onions, sorry, watch out, we're going to go this way. We're going to take our onions and carrots, and we're going to put it into a big bowl. So I can get in here. We're going to put it in a big bowl. Okay. And this is where we're going to make our kishke. Alright, put it in a big bowl. Okay. And next ingredient in the kishke. The soup is ready, but we're not making soup on Facebook. We're just making Cholent and Kishke. Okay? Next step is flour. Okay? We're going to put a cup and a half of flour. Okay? This is a big thing of flour. Again, for some reason, we're very organized in this house. We have everything buckets and put away nicely. Okay? So here we go. This is the half cup. We're going to take 3 of these. If I know my math, that's how it works. That'll be a cup and a half. 1, 2, and 3. Don't put too much flour, it won't work. Okay? Put that over there. Next, we're gonna do half a cup of oil. Okay, so take the same half cup, put this over here. Yep, flour and oil. There we go. Fill it up over the bowl. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Alright. Next, we're gonna put a little bit of, we're going to put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and a little bit of paprika. Okay? So, for effect, we have a peppercorn. It's more exciting on Facebook Live. Okay, just a little bit. And salt, put about a teaspoon. Okay? Not too much. Okay? And last, but certainly not least, paprika, put a teaspoon. Okay? Am I missing anything? I hope not. Let's see how it comes out. Okay, guys. You ready to mix, Mariah? Okay, let's mix.
I want you with the chair.
Okay, you want to do it with the chair? Okay, we're going to get a spoon. Okay, guys. We're all right. Move, everybody. We're going to mix it, okay? Now, again, the key recipe for the kishke is similar to the cholent. We're going to bake it before Shabbos. We're going to bake it for half an hour. And then...
Shabbos we eat it.
Yeah, no, Shabbos we're going to eat it. That's right. But we're going to bake it for half an hour. Here you go, guys. You can see that. Mix it very well. We're going to mix it very well. Okay? It's going to, eventually it's going to get very thick. You want it to be thick, okay? Nice and thick. Okay, put it in a loaf pan. Put aluminum foil in a loaf pan. Just like this. Yeah? You see? Right? And we're going to put it in the loaf pan. We're going to stick the loaf pan in the oven for half an hour at 350. And then after it's ready, and the cholent is ready to go, don't worry, we're not going to be on Facebook Live for half an hour. Don't have to worry about that. We're going to, just like this. So we fold it up, right? Cover it up. And then once it's ready, after it's been baked for half an hour, you take it out and you stick it in your cholent. Okay? So make sure you leave a little room in your crock pot for the kishke. Okay? We're going to leave that over here. So once the oven is ready, we'll put that in. Okay. Now, the potatoes and the barley is starting to go. So meanwhile, we're going to get going with the next step of our cholent, okay, which is the onion. Okay, very important. Okay, in there, make some room over here in our Arab Shabbos kitchen. All right, we're going to cut an onion now for the cholent. Okay. Let's see let's check out how potatoes are going. They're not boiling yet. They're going to boil in a second. Okay. All right, let's check out the potatoes. Show people the potatoes. And almost ready. Okay, the onion and the cholent is really for flavor. Okay, cholent means flavor. All right, here we go.
3 minutes.
3 minutes? That's all it's going to take? We're so quick. Okay, here we go. There, how do we cut the onion? We're going to cut it in little pieces? Little pieces, right? You're going to watch. You'll put it in the cholent, okay?
Yeah.
Here, Carla. There's plenty of room for you, don't worry. Here, you go right here. Right next to Tati. Yeah, right next to Tati, okay? See? You're right next. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh. Right there? Where? Here? Wanna go here?
Yeah.
Okay, Kai's gonna go right there. Okay, Mayor will put in half of the onion into the crock pot. Okay? Okay, first Mayor will put it in. Mayor, you wanna put in this half of the onion? Put it in the crock pot. Stick it in. There we go. Put it in. There we go. Okay, put in this part. There you go. Okay. Now it's Chaya's turn. You take it out and put it. So Chaya can put it in. See? Chaya put it in. There you go. Great job. Okay. Now another life hack. Put a little bit of oil in your cholent, and that will make it easier to clean after Shabbos. After it's been cooking for 24 hours and it's all caked on, a little oil will make it easier to clean and add a little bit of flavor. Not too much. You don't want it greasy. Just a little bit. Doesn't hurt. Okay. Let's see. Alright, get that in there. Mix it up. Okay. There's a little piece of paper in there. There we go. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to plug it in. You ready, Mayor? We're going to plug in the cholent, okay? When you turn on your cholent, you could turn on once everything's in there, or when you put the onions in, whatever it is, you should set it to low, okay? If you set it to high, your cholent will be burned tomorrow morning, or it'll have very little liquid left. It'll be a little bit too much. If you want it to be nice and cooked well, put it on low, okay? Meanwhile, our potatoes are boiling. A little in there? All right. Now, be very careful. This is very hot. Watch out, guys, okay? We're going to pour into the cholent, okay, with the water and everything. Stay back so it doesn't splash on you. It's very hot. Okay, there you go. All right. And again, we have to leave a little room for the kishke, so I'm going to put a little bit more water. Okay, so stick a little more water in the pot. Get all that barley out. There we go. That's enough, okay, because we want to still have room for our kugel. Or kishke, close enough. Okay, now we're going to spice it up, and we're going to say goodbye to everybody, okay? I like to put in ketchup, okay? It's delicious. You can't go wrong with ketchup, okay? You can do tomato sauce if you want to be more fancy. But ketchup, it's got a little tang to it. Delicious. Okay, guys? Okay. Oh, there we go. Look at that. A little bit of ketchup. All right, a little bit of salt. All right. Next is cayenne pepper. All right, just a little bit of cayenne pepper, not too much, because you don't want to ruin it for people who don't like spicy food. Okay, just a little bit. See? There you go. That's ready. Plenty. And of course, for effect, the peppercorn grinder. One. Okay, not too much. Pepper either. We don't want to make it too spicy. Okay. Take our spoon. Okay, this is the right spoon. Yeah. All right, come here, Barb. Take that. There we go. You can see it's nice, red, little. All right, make sure you taste it. Make sure you mix all the ketchup. You don't want clumps of ketchup in your cholent, okay? Mix it all up. There we go. And then once the kishke is ready, you're going to stick it right in there, and it's going to sit there and cook the whole Shabbos and become delicious. And then you slice it up and serve it with inside the cholent. Okay, so we're going to take a little taste. Make sure it's good. Perfect. Okay, that was great.